been lied to. The banks have been telling us that we need to put our hard-earned money into savings accounts if we want to build wealth. But here's the truth. While you think you're being financially smart and financially savvy by doing that, the banks are actually using your money to fund loans that they are making billions of dollars from, while you're only making a fraction of a percent. Now make that make sense. Now, don't get me wrong. We need those savings accounts, but they are absolutely not going to be how you build wealth. Now, as a financial educator, I have been teaching people how to manage money and build wealth for over a decade. And I can tell you that is not going to be by just putting your money away in savings. Instead, you're going to need to leverage the 7 accounts that I'm going to be sharing in this video, many of which you can open today, starting with this first one, which is your 401k. Now, this account can single-handedly make you a millionaire and help you build wealth. But most people aren't taking advantage of it, and they are leaving hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars on the table. Now, your 401k is your employer-sponsored retirement account. Don't worry if you're an entrepreneur. You can also have a solo 401k that you're able to fund with the income that you generate from your business. Nonetheless, you need to be putting money aside for retirement, and these accounts have advantages that your bank account simply does not have. The first advantage is that your money is able to grow exponentially more than it would in a savings account, because your money is being invested into the stock market, which compounds at a much higher rate than the interest that you would get from a traditional savings account. Now, the primary advantage of a 401k is that it is employer sponsored, which allows your employers to also contribute to your retirement fund. And this is where most people are leaving money on the table. Now, the standard for most employers is that they will match 50% of your contributions up to 6% of your salary. So for easy math, let's say you make $100,000 a year and you contribute 6% of your salary, which is going to be $6,000 a year. Well, your employer is going to match you at 50%, meaning they're going to give you $3,000 in your retirement account, which is money that is going to compound over the years and equate to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars by the time that you retire. And so this is the benefit of a 401k and contributing to this account versus a savings account. Now, the next advantage of this account is also that it's tax deductible and it will lower your taxable income. So as you are contributing money to your retirement account, it's taking away from how much the government is able to tax you on your income. So let's go back to the $100,000 example. So if you contribute $6,000, they're going to take that $6,000 from your salary and only tax you on the $94,000, reducing your taxable income. So not only does this account have the advantage of helping you build wealth at a much more exponential rate, but it also lowers your taxable income, meaning you're able to keep more of that money that you can use to build wealth. So 10 out of 10, much better than what you're going to get with a traditional savings account, which we have been accustomed to believe as the way to build wealth. Now, of course, you can just stop with your 401k and absolutely become a millionaire, but why do we want to stop there? We want to continue building wealth and leveraging what's available to us to build generational wealth. So the second account that you're going to open is a Roth IRA. Now, this is very similar to a 401k in that it is a retirement account. However, you own it. It's not through your employer, which means you can open it through any brokerage out there, whether it's Fidelity, Vanguard, Charles Schwab. Just Google any brokerage account and you will be able to open a Roth IRA literally today. Now, here's the caveat. Because it is a Roth IRA, it means that the money has to be taxed before it comes into the account, which means that you'll take money from your paycheck that's already been taxed. Maybe you have an extra $100, $500, or $1,000. You can then put that money into your Roth IRA. Now, here's the beauty of it. That money, once it's in that account, can grow 100% tax-free. You literally can compound over 20, 30, 40 years, making hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. And when you are able to withdraw that money at retirement age, you don't have to pay taxes on it. Now, there is going to be a difference in how much you can contribute to your Roth IRA versus your 401k. And each of those contribution limits are set every year by the IRS. So you got to be mindful of how much you're able to actually put into the account so that you don't incur any penalties or fees. Now, there is a way to legally bypass these limits with the third account, which is a brokerage account. Now, this is an investment account that is 100% yours, that has no limit on how much you can invest, and you can diversify your investments any kind of way that you want. Not only can you invest as much as you want, but you can also take out money as needed. So if you want to cash out your investment and put that towards buying a house, you absolutely can do this. Now, this account is taxable, meaning you will get taxed on your capital gains or dividends from your investments. Nonetheless, it's much lower than ordinary taxes that you will pay. The benefit is that you can build as much wealth as you want to, and you can use this money the way you want to use it. Your brokerage account is going to give you 100% freedom when it comes to building wealth. So if you want more flexibility, or maybe you maxed out your 401k and your Roth IRA for the year, then you want to start funneling that money into your brokerage account so that you have maximum flexibility and also maximum wealth building. And this is how the wealthy get wealthy. Now, if this video has been helpful so far, let me know by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to this channel so that I know to create more videos like this. As you can see, you have unlimited earning potential when it comes to your retirement accounts and your brokerage account that you would not get in a traditional savings account. However, I did mention that there is a time and a place to have a savings account. But if you are going to put money in a savings account, I want you to make sure that that money is working for you. So the next account that you're going to leverage to build wealth is going to be a high yield savings account. So when we're thinking about putting money aside for an emergency fund, or maybe you're saving up for a vacation or something where there is a relatively large amount of money that you need to have in a savings account, you want to leverage a high yield savings account. Now, these are typically with online banks, and they allow you to earn interest on your money. So to the tune of 2 to 4%, you will get paid interest on the money that's in your account each and every month. Now, depending on how much money you have there, it could be a significant amount, could be a couple of dollars. Nonetheless, it is a way for you to be able to make money from your money being in the bank. Now, again, this is nothing compared to the billions of dollars that they are making from your money, but if your money has to be there for whatever reason, at least get as much money from this situation as you can. And the best way to do that is by leveraging high yield savings accounts. Now, if you're looking for a high yield savings account, I recommend just Googling and doing a search, and you will see sites that will update every year who has the highest annual percent yield. And you just want to do your research to determine which one is the best account for you. Now, we're going to go back to our employer funded accounts for this next one. And this is going to be one that you may not recognize as a wealth building vehicle, but it is certainly an account that you should take advantage of if you have the opportunity. And that's going to be a health savings account or an HSA account. Now, most of you may know this as the account that you're able to make contributions to pay for qualified medical expenses. So when you go to the doctor and maybe you have to pay a copay, you're able to use your HSA card to cover that expense. This is money that's already been earmarked for medical health related expenses. But did you also know that you can invest that money? So once you have reached a certain threshold in how much money you have in your HSA, you can then begin to invest that money similar to your 401k, similar to your IRA, similar to your brokerage account. But also, because you are contributing money that's already been taxed, you can now invest tax-free. And then when it's retirement age, you can take that money out without paying taxes. So this is another investment vehicle. And very similar to your 401k, it is also tax advantage. So as you are putting money into this HSA account, you're able to deduct that from your income, which reduces your taxable income and honestly puts more money in your pocket to be able to build wealth. There are so many benefits of having an HSA account as a wealth building vehicle. Yes, it helps you in the present. It helps pay for those medical expenses that are qualified, but it also allows you to build wealth completely tax-free. So if you are able to take advantage of an HSA account with a high deductible plan, I 100% recommend this, not only to help cover those medical expenses and have money set aside specifically for that, but to also take advantage of the tax deductions and your ability to invest and grow that money tax-free. Now, obviously, we don't want to just build wealth for ourselves. We want to make sure that our children are taken care of. So the next account that you want to have is going to be a 529 or an ESA account. Now, these are educational savings accounts that you can use to put money aside for your kids' college education, or if you want to send them to private school or other educational expenses. Now, there are some nuanced differences between the two, including income thresholds and usage of the funds. Nonetheless, the premise is the same. You're able to invest money into these accounts that will grow over time to eventually pay for your children's education, either now or later. These accounts are also tax deductible. And again, this money is also growing tax-free. You're able to build wealth without having to pay taxes when when the money comes out of the account. Now, this is something that you can start as soon as your kids have a social security number. You can begin putting money away for their education. And it does not matter how big or how small, simply putting some money away not only helps them in their future, building wealth and paying for their education or educational expenses, but it is also a wealth building mechanism for you by helping you reduce your taxable income as well. Now, the other thing to know about these 529 and ESAs, they're going to be different for each state. So you want to make sure you go to your state's website to determine what kind of accounts and investment you can do with the 529 or ESA accounts. Now, in addition to the 529 or ESA, you can also open a custodial brokerage account for your children. So just like you're going to open a brokerage account so that you can start investing, you can also open up one for your child and begin investing for them. And this is probably one of the best ways to start building wealth for them early on. Now, with the 529 and ESA is limited to educational expenses, but with a custodial account, you can literally invest for them and be building wealth for them for their future, for anything. So whether they want to buy a home in their future, whether they want to start a business, or if you just want to give them the financial means to have a step up than what you had when you became an adult, this is what you're able to do with a custodial account. Now, depending on the state, they can get this when they're 18 or they are 21. Nonetheless, the hope is that you have been teaching them about investing, about money management and financial literacy. So when they get to that point, this isn't a massive amount of money that they're going to ultimately blow, but you have taught them how to be good stewards and how to continue building on the wealth that you started for them when they were children. It doesn't matter if you start with $5, $10, $20, does not matter. Either way, you're building wealth and giving your kid a financial head start that most of us did not have. Now, while the average person has been making pennies off of their hard-earned money in savings accounts, these are the accounts that the wealthy have been using to generate wealth generation after generation. It's nothing complicated. You just need to know that this is where you need to put your money if you want to build wealth. So of course, you're going to need an investment strategy once you open these accounts. So check out this next video where I break that down.